Cancer, we're going to do a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cancer stelliums, or if you just have strong Cancer in your energy, this is for you. We will do Cancer masculines after the feminines, and the timestamp for Cancer masculine is in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get started. Cancer feminine or Cancer woman. What is going on with Cancer woman's overall energy? What is going on? So we have intimacy. So you might be spending intimate time with your partner. And we have digging, spying on the masculine through social media. So you might be concerned that you're dealing with someone, whoever you're dealing with, you might feel like they are talking to other people, and you might be concerned that they are being intimate with others. Some of you, there could be a fear here of getting intimate with someone because you wonder if it's like are you going to be exclusive? Are you exclusive? There's just like there's worry around intimacy. You might have some intimacy issues, and it has to do with like fear of whether or not what somebody else is doing. Will somebody abandon me? Are they talking to other people? Is this going to be long term? There's just like anxiety and fears around being intimate. Although I feel like you want to be intimate with this person, or you are intimate with this person, there's just some fears around what they're doing possibly. So let's see. Who is Cancer woman spying on? Who is Cancer woman spying on, or who are they thinking about? Who are they here for? What is this person's energy? So they could be a Sagittarius temperance energy. And then we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, which could be like a Pisces, Libra type of an energy. You might be wondering, the Pisces is about like, it could also rule Cancer because it does rule the moon, the High Priestess. But again, this could be the high priestess can be somebody who the high priestess knows things, but there is also about secrets. So this may be why you're doing this digging because you're feeling like there's a secret or something that's being kept from you. What is the temperance in reverse for? Why is it in reverse? It's lack of balance, lack of moderation, lack of compromise. Two of Swords, there may be no speaking. You and this person is possibly not speaking, so you're wondering if this person is being intimate with others. You might be wondering what it is that they're doing. Let's see, how does this person feel? What is this person's feelings and emotions towards Cancer? How does this person, whoever Cancer woman is thinking about, how do they feel about Cancer woman? What are their feelings for Cancer woman? Overthinking. And it says, I'm driving myself crazy. Thoughts of you keep consuming me. It's almost like you're in the same energy. It's like the feminine here, the woman here is frustrated. The masculine is frustrated as well. How do they feel about Cancer feminine? What is their moved on? So if they've moved on, they could be dating. They could have be because it does say moved on. I'm back. I'm letting you go now so we can both move on. So I feel like it's possibly been a while since you guys have spoken to each other. They might be thinking that I feel like someone is thinking someone else moved on. I feel like this person is overthinking too. Even if they are dating and talking to other people, they do still think about you. And I feel like they're wondering if you've moved on also. So there's kind of a mirroring energy that I'm picking up here. And there's a lot of overthinking to the point here with this temperance card. It's becoming kind of imbalanced, where like it could be affecting your day to day, like activities, your day to day, just being able to focus on other things. Your focus is really, really on this masculine energy. Let's see how the signs are feeling about Cancer. How do the signs feel about Cancer woman? How are the signs feeling about Cancer woman, please? Okay, so starting with Aries, we have can't move on. I can't move on no matter how hard I try. How does Taurus feel about Cancer? Angry. And it says, I'm angry at myself and sometimes even you for how things turned out. How does Gemini feel? Gemini is trying to let you go. If you're dealing with another Cancer, how do they feel? Enough is enough. So kind of a fed up energy. How does Leo feel about Cancer feminine? Burdens. And it says, I've been feeling overwhelmed. I have a lot going on in my life right now. How does Virgo feel? So Virgo feels desperate, and it says, I need answers. Talk to me. I'm going mad trying to understand. There's a lack of communication. How does Libra feel? It says, I love you. And it says, I love you more than I've ever found a way to say. How does Scorpio feel? Competition. It says, I get intimidated and nervous knowing you get so much attention. If you're dealing with the Sagittarius, they feel like it's your choice. If you are dealing with the Capricorn, we have Verge, and it says, I'm about to confess my true feelings. Please be willing to listen. If you are dealing with an Aquarius, they're a player, and it says, I'm choosing to keep an emotional distance and play the field. If you're dealing with the Pisces, they're focused on work. It says, I've been keeping myself busy with work and improving my finances. So there's like a lot of anxiety and nervous energy. I feel like it's just trying to spy on the other to see what they're up to, what they're doing, whether you're together or not. But with this high priestess, this can mean that you're not together because it's often like it could be a long period of no talking, or it could just be no talking until you do move on or until they move on. It's just a period of no talking. It's silence. But I feel like there's so much frustration and anxiety that someone is not taking their time to actually use their intuition because they're so imbalanced here. Like it's almost really affecting someone psychologically, I feel like, and this might be you, Cancer, but it could be them. It's just like this silence is making someone just really, really off balance here and not going within and using their intuition and going into like a meditative state or just trusting your intuition, trusting the signs that you're seeing when it comes to anything. There's a lack of focus. So let's see what actually went wrong here. What happened in this connection? What went wrong between Cancer woman and this person? We have lost you to someone else. And then someone says, I got turned off, or you got turned off by their lack of motivation. So someone might have felt like someone was not motivated, and that could have been a turn off for them, and they went to someone else. I don't know if you did that or this person did that to you. But if you didn't do it, then that could be the message that this person just felt like maybe there was, because there's someone here that is trying to move on or moving on. Tell me about the high priestess. What is hidden behind this high priestess, please? What is the secret? Someone could have made a decision to move on and go to another person. What is this high priestess hiding, please? It's too many cards. Can I get a card for what this high priestess is hiding? What does Cancer woman need to know? What does Cancer woman need to know? It says the intensity of this connection scares me. I feel like Cancer woman, there's one who's moved on. So some of you are dealing with someone who has moved on, and they possibly have went to someone else. Um, and then there's some of you that are dealing with someone who's thinking of you just as much as you're thinking of them. This person may have just, the ones who are dealing with someone who moved on, there may have been a third party in the situation. And then there's also someone who is possibly afraid to open up, afraid of something long term, afraid of the connection. Let's get a different deck. Why does the intensity, why do we have the intensities? What scares them? What is scaring this person? So we do have like a Libra energy that does have love for you, and I feel like Pisces as well. Um, I don't know what you want. I think that there's a lack of communication. Um, there could be someone that gets really confused by the other person because maybe there's just a difficult time. They have a difficult time in making up their mind or making decisions. Can be a very indecisive energy with Libra. Two of Swords can be like a Libra Moon energy, which can be a very indecisive energy. And so that could make someone else feel like I don't know what you want. Or it's like, I don't know what you want from this connection. What more do you want? Um, I feel like it's kind of like, I want to be intimate, or, if I'm going to be intimate, what I want is to know that there's stability in this connection. So that could be coming from you, Cancer, but maybe you're dealing with someone who doesn't know what they want as far as stability. And when it gets too intense, like, long-term discussions or something like that, it's like they just don't know exactly what it is possibly that they want. Let's see about this moved on energy. Tell us about moved on, please. So I feel like I'm really getting two different stories here. There's a one group of Cancer feminines who are intimate with someone, or you are, you're wondering if you should be. There's a connection here, but you're kind of like, you don't want to open yourself up to heartache. And then there is some of you where someone has actually moved on, and you might be spying on them, watching them, trying to, because you're still dealing with that pain. Tell us about moved on, please. Tell us about moved on. All right, and we have fed up. The feminine has had enough choosing to find someone better, cutting their losses. So let's get another card. We do have a Cancer energy here that is annoyed and fed up and is cutting their losses and moving on. So you have Cancer, enough is enough over here. So some of you could be doing that, or maybe you were dealing with another feminine energy. You may have gotten, or someone, it's like a feminine energy that got turned off by someone's lack of motivation. And so it's like enough is enough. Here we have indestructible, an everlasting love, surviving it all. You will stay together. So this just took a turn. I feel like someone is either trying to move on or they think you moved on. Neither of you know what the other is doing because there's no speaking. So when you don't know what someone else is doing, everything starts to go through your mind. Like, they could be doing this, they could be doing that. And we tend to think the worst. And so I feel like both of you are doing that to each other. Someone might be thinking that they lost you to someone else, or you think you lost someone to someone else. There is an energy here of somebody being, it could be the fact that someone is tired of someone not fighting for them. It's like, if you want to be in a connection with me, if you have feelings for me, if this is indestructible, then approach me, fight for the connection, do something that shows me that you care. Let's get a card for lost you to someone else. Tell me about lost you to someone else. For some of you, there is someone who maybe moved on. Maybe someone here did lose a person to someone else. I almost feel like, you know what, the man, the masculine, the man probably lost the feminine, the woman to someone else. So a lot of you probably left. For some of you, you left because you've had enough. Tell me about lost you to someone else. Convenience over heart. Staying out of convenience, heart belongs somewhere else, living in their comfort zone. Yeah, I think that's a past energy though. I think maybe for some of you someone stayed around because of convenience, but someone got fed up and walked away and left. And then the others of you, there's like an energy here where this is indestructible. It can last forever if the two of you would talk. But I feel like there's no talking. Nobody's speaking up. Nobody's saying anything. Did we grab a hidden? Let's grab a hidden truth for the High Priestess. High Priestess, please. What is hidden from Cancer Feminine? What is being hidden from Cancer Feminine? What do they not know? I know you don't feel the same. What do they need to know regarding this situation? What do they need to know regarding this situation? I don't know what comes next. Someone is just very immobile. Like, I'm surprised you haven't seen the Eight of Swords come out. I feel like this person, there's someone here that is immobile. And what's going to end up happening is if someone didn't lose, if they didn't lose you already, because they're taking so slow to come around or not come around at all because they don't know what to do, they just don't know what to do, you're just going to get fed up and you're going to move on anyway. You might just end up meeting somebody else, or take it vice versa, however it resonates, who someone is not moving. I don't know what comes next. I don't know what you want me to do. It's like, do something. And someone's not doing it because someone does kind of have maybe a lack of motivation or something, maybe out of fear. Maybe they've been hurt in the past and it didn't work out, but it's going to cause someone else to end up meeting someone else. It's going to cause them to move on, and then the window closes. So that's kind of what I see when it comes to that. What is the energy over the next few weeks between Cancer and this person? Kicked to the curb. Yeah. Someone gets kicked to the curb. There's someone here that's really annoyed and fed up with the other because they just don't, it's like they don't put in any work and effort. They don't try. It says the tea, going to the gym. Someone might, if there is a third party, someone might have met someone at the gym. So I feel like Cancer, there's really, you kind of already know something, already knowing the situation. And if you do know about a third party, you're going to end up kicking this person, or if you find out soon, you're going to end up kicking this person to the curb. Clarity, truth, revelation. It's the sword and the rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. I do feel like you're protected. I do feel like you will get the truth. Someone may be spying, watching. There is some digging going around, but if this is you that's doing that, Cancer, you get your answer. You find something out because you've done that already, you already know, or you will know. Even if it's via spying, trusting your intuition, knowing where to look, whatever the case is, you do find something out that does cause you possibly to end up just moving on, leaving, cutting this person out. Some of you, you're cutting a person out because you meet someone else, or you eventually do because they lack the motivation to fix this, to make it work, to chase, not chase in a bad way, but show up and show that they care. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm seeing for the most part. Let's see if there's any other cards that I want to pull. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's get a card of. Looks like you find out over the next few weeks something. You might get this clarity, this truth. Whatever it is that you're digging for, you find. Message for Cancer. It says stay grounded, take a step back, and be fully conscious in the present moment to align your soul to your true self and help you control your emotions. So, some of you, it could be something that you find out that you'll need to stay grounded about. Again, trust your intuition. You could be dealing with someone who I feel like you're dealing with someone who just lacks a lot of motivation. They may be depressed. And so sometimes in energy, we look for things, easy things, quickest things to just make us happy. So that could be drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever the case is. It's just kind of a lazy energy. Go ahead and think of a question. Cancer will pull an answer card for Cancer Feminine. What is the answer to Cancer Feminine's question? What is the answer to Cancer Feminine's question, please? Okay, we have a yes with an exclamation, so that's a definite yes. All right, that is what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. You all stay blessed, and I will catch you in the next video. Ciao. All right, Cancer masculine or Cancer man, what is your overall energy? What is going on with Cancer masculine or Cancer man? I use them interchangeably. So, Cancer man, what is going on with you? What is your energy? Travel. Okay. What's going on with Cancer masculine, please? So it says ego and solitude. You might be traveling alone. Maybe you're going to be traveling for work. Some of you are spending time in solitude due to fear, anxiety, limiting beliefs, and toxic thinking patterns. And why? Well, it says it on the card, but I feel like you're in solitude because of your own decision. And I feel like it's because possibly you're not going to see someone that you have on your mind. Now, if you have already tried to reach out to someone and they're not trying to, they don't want anything to do with you, I get it. But with ego coming out, you have to leave them alone. When you try and they're not responsive, then you leave them alone. But with ego, I feel like you haven't tried. I feel like you want to. And you're letting your ego sabotage a connection here. Tell us about ego, please, for Cancer man. What is this ego? Why are they in this energy of fear and anxiety, limiting beliefs? Four of Four of Wands, Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands does talk about travel. Some of you are actually moving out of the home, like you're leaving your home and spending time alone, or you're moving out even for some of you. I don't know if there was a situation here where someone maybe felt like the grass was greener somewhere and that's somewhere else, and that could be ego. It's like the grass is greener elsewhere, so I'm going to see what else is out there, and possibly doing that while you're traveling or something like that. But that's all ego. That's all matrix energy, going after the next hottest chick or dude or whoever it is that whatever your type is. But that's being stuck in the matrix because of, if you're in that energy, that's being stuck in the matrix, chasing whatever makes you feel better. But we do have solitude, and now you're spending some time in solitude, possibly because of this energy. I feel mainly what it is. I really don't get an energy of the grass is greener elsewhere. What I'm really, really getting is you really want to approach someone. You see someone as someone you could be with. You want to travel towards this person. You want to move in with them or explore that opportunity or that possibility. You can see this person in your future. You want to take action towards them. And we have the travel card going right towards the Four of Wands, Eight of Wands. But what's in between, what's blocking this movement here with the Eight of Wands? The ego. And so now what you're doing is you're sitting in solitude, thinking, should I? No. All the possibilities out there that could come between the two, that could, manifest between you and this person. You want to go towards this person your ego is blocking. That's really the story that I'm getting here. So let's see, who is it that Cancer man wants to go towards? Who is this energy that Cancer man wants to go towards? Maybe in the past, you might have thought the grass was greener, and maybe it ruined the connection. It already is sabotaged, but that's possibly a story. But what I'm really getting is that you want to travel to someone and your ego is stopping you. So who does Cancer man want to travel to? Who is the feminine energy or the woman that Cancer wants to travel to? Okay, so they could be a Capricorn. We have the Devil and the Two of Cups. So they're either a Capricorn, or there's something kind of toxic about the relationship, or there's just something very tempting about going towards this person because you're very drawn to them, although you're not really doing anything. For some of you, maybe you are with this travel. And see, again, we have the devil can definitely represent ego here, fears and anxieties, blocking, again, the Two of Cups, right in between traveling and going to, it's the ego is just getting in the way. You have to change your perspective, because we go through life and we look at everything from this small little perspective, um, you know, our own perspective. And it's like when you step out of this matrix and you just see how everything's playing out, it's really such a small problem just to approach someone and say, look, I have feelings for you. What can become of this connection? I've been thinking about you. And if the person says no, they say no. But we get caught up in ego, the sun. We don't want to feel embarrassed. We don't want to feel like we're pining over someone. We don't want to give the person the upper hand. It's all these mind games. It's all this ego. If you reach out to someone and they say, no, I'm not interested, you got your answer. If you reach out to someone and they ghost you, you got your answer. If they ghost you, that's an immature person anyway. It wouldn't work out with them because they're going to do other things that are going to be immature throughout the relationship. How does this person, I almost feel like this person wants a relationship with you too. But let's see, how does this particular energy feel about Cancer masculine? How do they feel about Cancer masculine? How do they feel about Cancer man? Strategizing. I'm coming up with a plan and an offer you can't refuse. So you could be thinking really hard with that devil energy, you know, how they want to come towards you. How they, for some of you, you know, this could be something that's a little bit, I won't say completely toxic, but it can be, you know, there's definitely mind games here. There's definitely some mind games. You could be dealing with a fire sign, or possibly you have Capricorn or fire. We also have water, so you could be dealing with another Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. How are the signs feeling about Cancer man? How are the signs feeling about Cancer man? Starting with Aries, going to Pisces. How does Aries feel about Cancer man? We have trust the plan. How does Taurus feel? Arrogance. It says, if I don't get what I want from you, then I'll get it from someone else. So either they're in this energy of arrogance or they think you are. If you're dealing with a Gemini, we have Verge, and it says, I'm about to confess my true feelings. Please be willing to listen. If you're dealing with a Cancer, another Cancer, we have self-pleasure. And it says, I pleasure myself to your pictures I've secretly saved on my phone. And that could be this double energy too, kinky energy. If you're dealing with a Leo, they feel like you're the one that got away. It says, you're the one that got away. I'll look for you in the next life. And if you're dealing with a Virgo, we have apology. It says, I'm sorry for disappointing you. Will you please accept my apology? So, you know, take it as it resonates. Like, it could be that they want to apologize, or maybe they would like an apology from you. If you're dealing with a Libra, we have someone who's shut down, and it says, I'm swearing off dating. I have no desire to be with anyone. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, they can't trust you, or the Scorpio can't be trusted. If you're dealing with the Sagittarius, you have elimination, and it says, I'm eliminating anything or anyone that could come between us. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, we have dating, and it says, I'm back into the dating scene and making an effort to move on. If you were dealing with an Aquarius, we have a love triangle, and it says, I've been seeing someone else and I'm having trouble choosing. And if you're dealing with a Pisces, we have a player, and it says, I'm choosing to keep an emotional distance and play the field. So what is brewing between, yeah, you've got like your back towards reconciliation, although I feel like you want to reconcile. So it's really just ego is the issue here. What is the energy between Cancer man and this person over the next few weeks? What is the energy? What will be the energy? Sick. Just says sick. So I'm not sure if I see anything coming back together. It looks like it kind of remains in the same energy. Then we have over it, tired of the drama. So like, yeah, I just get like someone sick and tired of the drama. We also have sexual protection at the bottom of the deck. So be sure that you know, if you are sleeping with someone, that you use protection, because we do have sick out here. So you want to make sure you use protection. But I feel like overall, it's like just sick and tired. Oh, we also have another one that fell out. We have nightmare. Sick and tired of the nightmare, sick and tired of the drama, sick and tired of being sick and tired of not speaking, of this tension, because I really feel like you want to talk to them, but you are staying in solitude, it looks like. So what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know here? So we have air. So that talks about like truth, conversation. It's possible that that you do decide, or a masculine energy does decide to be the one, which would be, a masculine energy to to pick up the phone and call or text or whatever, or email, whatever it is, someone does possibly speak up and say something here. It might be in the summer, which I believe is like the end of June. There's some truth, or there's some, like, someone like transcends this ego energy and decides to reach out. Looks like it's a masculine that does that. Okay. So, what additional messages, advice for Cancer man? Messages or advice for Cancer man. All right, we have goddess vibes, and it says, don't be afraid to be different. Allow your inner god or goddess to radiate. After you meet that person inside, you'll never be the same. Honor your divine masculine. Okay. So honor your divine masculine. Trust the process. Trust yourself that you are good enough. Don't let your ego and fears and anxiety get in the way. If you want to reach out to someone, do it. And it might lead to something, or maybe you'll just get your answer and it'll free you and allow you to move on. So go ahead and think of a question. We'll pull an answer card for Cancer masculine. What is the answer to Cancer masculine's question? All right, we have take action and no need to worry. All right, that is what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Stay blessed, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.